Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, Chef Clowny, Clowny, Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, the Chef Clown Man Show. Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, the Chef Clown Man Show.
Thank you both for coming. You see, there's a promotion lined up at this office, and I've already decided that one of you will get it. Ha! Thank you, Mr. Worksworth. Not just yet, Miss Miller. I haven't yet figured out which one of you will be the lucky recipient. Well, take your pick as you please, but keep in mind that I've finished your last 28 assignments ahead of schedule. I've taken that into consideration. I've also taken into consideration the 7 times when Mr. Johnson wore his meter shirt on dress down day. Soon to be 8 times. I confess I'm in a bit of a stalemate right now. To help make this decision easier, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Woohoo. First of all, how much effort have you taken outside of this workplace to improve your proficiency within it? Sorry, could you repeat that? Oh, quite a lot, Mr. Worksworth. It began back in college when I majored in office working. Very impressive. That certainly counts as a mark in your favor. Splendid. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Johnson? Uh-oh. I certainly wasn't preparing myself for this job back in college. Let's see, 8i times 6 plus... Ooh, this is my favorite episode. Really? Sure, I'll get the pizza in 20 minutes. If I want a resume as impressive as Gretchen Miller's, I'm gonna need to get some work done fast. I guess giving some office working classes a try might be a good idea. Guess what, Chef Clown Man? Guess what, Johnny Johnson? I'm going back to college! What? They have an all-new clown studies program this year. It's exactly what I dreamed of back when I went to college. You didn't go to college. Sure I did, Johnny Johnson. This town has one of the best clown colleges in the nation. Clown college doesn't count. It was one of the most inspiring places I've ever been, but its clown studies program sure needed work. Well, I'm finally gonna get the experience I wanted all along. And even better, you'll be at my side, Johnny Johnson. I can hardly wait. Hello, I'd like to register for your office working class. And I'd like to join the clown studies class. Sure thing, sirs. That will be $300 a day, I'm afraid. What? That seems a bit expensive. I'm sorry, sir, but we do offer a discount if you choose to take a few other classes as well. It gives more exposure to our wonderful professors, and more importantly, it's great for advertising. Here's a list of classes for you both. Alright, I guess I'll take Ancient History. In that case, I will too. You know, Clownian, you don't have to. Nonsense! I want to be in a class with you. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, but I'm afraid that several of our classes are already full. The only other ones available are office working and clown studies, so you'll each have to take both of them as well as history if you want the discount. The things I do to win against Gretchen. Well, Clown Man, I guess we'll have class together next Wednesday. I can't wait! This will be the most fun I've had since earlier today! I can't wait until the best office working class I've ever been in! Where have you been in another office working class? Clown College, of course. It was a great class, but since you weren't in it, this one will be even better!
Hello, class. I am Professor Gnirab. I have been teaching office working here at Town University for 47.5 years. I want to make one thing clear. Humor will not be tolerated here. Office working is serious business, and there is no place for fun in it, no matter what. Now, on to our first lesson. Blah, 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 blah.
So, clowning is an art form that goes back several millennia. As can clearly be observed in this picture, cave drawings exist that depict early clowns. Wow! Additionally, numerous early civilizations have left behind art involving various aspects of clowning. Yeah! Yay, numerous early civilizations! Of course, not until the time of Sir Clownman the Great did clowning become a widely accepted occupation. Clowning for the win! You were awfully into that class. Yeah, Clowning is my passion. Are you not just a little bit embarrassed about all the attention you've caused? Embarrassed to showcase my spirit? Never! Clowning! 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 Clowning!
Hello, class. Welcome to the world of ancient history. I am Professor Frank McStein.
Hi, Professor Frank McStein. I'm Chef Clownman.
Nice to meet you, Chef Clownman. Now, this brings us...
And this is my best friend, Johnny Johnson.
Now, if only all those students hadn't gone missing, our class would be even larger. But regardless, even teaching ancient history to a small sample size is better than not teaching ancient history at all.
What's ancient history mean, Johnny Johnson? Well, it's...
Well, ancient history, as many of you are likely to think of it today, begins back in the Stone Age.
Were people made of stone back then?
No, Mr. Clownman. You see...
I once saw an episode of the Meat Rangers with people made of stone.
Mr. Clownman...
That was a good one, but my favorite episode of all time is the one where Commander Klang goes to a parallel universe and meets a monster that hacks into his space station.
Mr. Clownman, see me after class.
Clownman, this isn't the time.
You come with him, Mr. Johnson. Now, going back to the Stone Age.
If I carried this rock around, would that make me part of the Stone Age?
So, Mr. Clownman, while I was talking about ancient history, the subject of this class, you felt the need to bring up the Meat Rangers.
Yep.
The Meat Rangers is my favorite show. Have you seen the episode with the dark spaceship?
Yes. In fact, I have all 3 video editions of it.
I like you, Clownman. You can go very far in life, you know.
I'm all for giving him support, but what did he actually do?
What indeed, Mr. Johnson?
That doesn't make any...
Now, I have a very important question for you, Mr. Clownman. What is your favorite comic series?
Captain Cola comics, of course.
I admit good old Captain Cola is a guilty pleasure of mine, but there's no comic I enjoy as much as Hero Man. Are you familiar with the Red Earth story arc?
I think I've read the first few issues.
I have a feeling you'd really enjoy it. Clownman, I suggest you read it. Now, if only more of my students were like you, and less of them skipped my class like that.
Wow, college is even more fun than I thought it would be. Without that fine professor, I never would have known that the Robo-Hero Man's weakness is chromium sulfate. That's nice, but shouldn't you be focusing on your education? Don't worry, Johnny Johnson. I brought my book about the history of clowning, too. Well, whatever works for you.
Not cool, dudes.
Huh? Who said that?
I'm like behind that bush.
Look, mister, I don't know what you're asking of us, but...
Come here.
Pulling the school fingers?
Bingo, my men. Y'all just get less and less cool. Comic books? Education? I don't think so.
Well, it really isn't your business.
I'm just like trying to help you, dude. Wouldn't you love to live a happy life without all the things that make it so hard?
Well, sure, but that's not gonna happen.
Not if you keep being the way you're being. But like, in my ultra cool world, it's sure as heck gonna happen. Just ask them.
Hey, coolness, man!
Wanna go over to the cafe? I have class right now, but there ain't no bad time to get something to eat. Rad, dudes. Wanna come with us?
So you're the one who has caused all those students to go missing. You're corrupting our youth!
Hey, I ain't doing no harm, man. All I'm doing is making them cooler.
Surely it bothers you just a little bit to go up to these young people with bright futures ahead of them and cut those futures short like that.
You kidding? A future of working and thinking don't sound cool to me. I'm like changing them for the better.
Why do their futures have to be cool? My best friend Johnny Johnson has taught me that there are better things to do than just doing whatever everyone else is doing.
What did you just say?
He's right. Not everyone fits the same mold. Wait a minute. There's this guy who is not cool at all, who teaches ancient history. He's called Professor Frank McStein.
Maybe I should, talk a little to this McStein dude.
So, this guy here has something to say to you, am I right?
Yeah. I heard you, just ain't cool, man. Now, I've got a lot of them kids to stop coming to class, and now that I see who teaches it, I'm feeling really glad I did. So you're the one who's responsible for the missing students? Yeah,
Very interesting.
the president of the university. Wait a minute. Johnson, you tricked me. You want me to turn myself in.
Yep. Well, now that we've discovered the root of the problem, I imagine we can easily fight it. Mr. Coolfingers, you are from this point onwards no longer allowed on this campus.
No! If I'm not here, who's gonna make sure them kids grow up cool? I, for one, will encourage them to grow up. My own version of cool. Yeah, but your version of cool ain't cool at all. Clown man, you're falling for it. You can be cooler, man. And Johnson, dude, tricking me like that. You're the most uncool one of all. Hey, where's coolness?
Doesn't seem to be here.
What do we do, then?
I guess we have nothing better to do than go to class. I thank you two greatly. Alas, now that those students are once again part of our community, the classes which you were planning to enroll in are full. I'm afraid there's no room for you two in our schedule anymore. And yet, you have done our university such a great service. We'll give you all your money back, of course, but we must repay you in some other way. Oh, brilliant! I can easily arrange that. For the good work you've done to Town University, I'll give you slightly undeserved degrees in the subjects which you intended to pursue. For you, Mr. Clownman, Clown Studies. And for you, Mr. Johnson, Office Working. Wow! Clown Studies! And to think I had what it took inside of me the whole time! Not really, but I guess thinking of it that way won't hurt you. Goodbye, President. Goodbye, Professor McStein.
Please, call me Frank. I'm not your professor anymore, but I'd love to be your friend. Why don't we keep in touch?
Yay! Well, here's your comic back.
You keep it. I have another copy at home. In the meantime, go enjoy your new degree in clown studies.
Woohoo! Go clowning!